Hey, Drew Baird here from Moon Audio. Welcome back to Audiophile Tech Tips. What's my tip this week? Go to Audiophile audio shows. We're going to be at AXPONA this week in Chicago. If you live in the Chicago area, come by, stop by, check out gear. This is the best way to see all kinds of equipment, get to do test runs. I mean, if you haven't noticed, a lot of brick and mortar stores have gone the wayside and are no longer available. Everything's on the web now, and it's hard to demo gear. So if you get a chance, come to AXPONA this weekend. There's all kinds of other shows. Hopefully Rocky Mountain will start up again one day. I know they've shut down. That's been one of our favorite shows. Maybe somebody will start that again. They got the Newport show in California. We got Can Jam that does shows all over the US and even all over the world. Go to an audiophile and check out gear. This is the best way to figure out what's for you. There's way too much variation out there, and it's really hard to find what you need without some kind of either consultation, which is what we're here for, but the bottom line is you need to hear stuff yourself. So what are we taking to the show this weekend? So I've got two lists here because there's a lot of stuff and I can't keep track of it all. So we're going to have a lot of Chord electronic stuff as usual. We're going to have a 2U and a 2Go that are going to be acting as a Roon endpoint with a Roon ecosystem. We're going to be running two ecosystems of servers, either a Roon-based or Orander. These are two of our favorite platforms to do all kinds of music streaming from. So the 2U and the 2Go are going to act as one of our endpoints. They're going to distribute digital audio out to a CUDA stack, then onto an ANI headphone amp, speaker amp. We're going to be using it just with headphones, so you can check out what the ANI sounds like with headphones. This is a great little device that you can use on your desktop to run both speakers and headphones. So you can go back and forth between monitors and headphones. We're also going to be outputting a digital audio signal from the 2U and 2Go to an M scaler and then onto a Hugo TT2. That'll be primarily a headphone setup. Great setup, lots of upsampling with the M scaler, lots of power with the TT2, phenomenal setup. Let's see, what else we're going to have? So like I said, we're going to have Oranders there. So we're going to have the N20. The N20 is going to be serving up a bunch of internal music as well as Qobuz and Tidal. We're going to output it to a couple of DCS bar talks at the show. Then we're also going to output from that N20 to Warwick Acoustics' new Bavara electrostatic headphone system. So if you haven't had a chance to listen to that system, it's a really sweet hook setup, much improved over the old M1 series. More detail, more resolution, a little more punch in the bottom end. I like the black color much better. You can still get it in silver, but black is my favorite color. What else we got here? So we're also going to have an Orander ACS-10. This is not only a streamer and a server, but it's also a way to rip all your CDs to internal storage. It's sort of a hub for an entire Orander system if you want to have multiple devices in your house. It acts as a network switch to connect multiple Oranders and tag team each one of them so that they all play the same music. Very expensive to have lots of Oranders in your house, but some of you have got a lot of money, so hey. So the Orander ACS-10 is going to be then connected to Matrix Sabre Pro MQA DAC. This is the new generation. It's not only a regular DAC that we're going to be using with the Orander, but it's also a Roon endpoint. So we can go back and forth and compare Roon on that Sabre versus the Orander. So two different digital inputs that you can play around with. And then that's going to pass on an analog signal to one of our favorite headphone amps, the PassLabs HPA-1. Next up, we're going to have a bunch of TIAC equipment. We've got the new UD701N, which is an all-in-one device. It's a streamer, it's a DAC, it's a headphone amp, it's a Roon endpoint. It's even got a clock input, which we're also bringing the TIAC CG10 that we talked about a few weeks ago about clocking with. That's also going to be tied to an NT505, which is the little brother of the 701. Both of those will be slaves to that clocking mechanism, and we're going to be pulling off Roon for both of those devices. And the last piece of the puzzle is going to be a Name Unity Atom Headphone Edition. It's an all-in-one single box. You can add a core to add storage, or you can just use this as a Roon endpoint, or you can use Name's own software to control this unit. Then obviously we're going to have lots of digital audio players, Astle and Kearns like the SP2000T, the Con Alpha, the SE180, the SP2000, the SR25 Mark II. We're going to have the Sony 507. We're going to have the iBasso 240. We don't have the 320 yet. I know you've seen that on social. We're not really sure when the 320 is going to be around for demo and for sale, but that's coming soon. In headphones, we're going to have Mez Audio, Elites, Empyreans, Lyrics, Focal. We're going to have Utopia, Stelia, Celesti, Clear MG, Hi-Fi Man. We're going to have all their top-of-the-line closebacks, the RE10P, the RE10D, the RE9. I think another one from Hi-Fi Man. Can't remember what else we're going to have from those guys. We're also going to have, let's see, the Rad Zero, Rawson's headphone. Love that headphone. Tons of bass. Really cool color on the variation of the cups. You can get all kinds of crazy fun colors. We're going to be bringing one of those to the show. Let's see, what else do we have? We're going to have the Fostex TH900, which is one of my all-time favorite closebacks. I take that to every show. We're going to have the Denon 9200, the Dan Clark Stealth. So most of the headphones we're trying to bring this time, including the Aeon 2, we're going to try and have a lot of closebacks because we know how loud it gets at these shows, and you want to be able to hear the music you're listening to. So mostly closebacks, a few open backs, and obviously dragging cables all over the place. Dragging cables connected to headphones, amps, DACs. We're going to be connecting everything with all of our dragging cables. So try to come out to the AXPONA show. We're going to be the ear gear room. We're going to be in the first booth right on the left-hand side when you walk in. I think the number is 8101. Hope to see you there. And if you got any questions about the gear we're bringing, leave it down below and we'll get back to you shortly.